Hit it, Phil.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Can it be the breeze that fills the trees with rare and magic perfume? Oh, no, it isn't the breeze. It's Jackson time. La-da-da-da.
Well, hello again. This is Buck Benny speaking. Welcome to an early recording of the Jack Benny Show from 1933. This is March 31st, 1933. It's the first surviving episode that has Mary sing a song on it, and I think that's pretty cool. It also has Mary doing her Mae West impression for the first time on She Done Him Wrong, or She Done Him Right. Anyway, one of those two. And I did try and fix it. So the first thing you're going to hear is my attempt to have a fixed recording. And then after that, we'll have the team come on. They'll talk about whether I should fix them in the future or shouldn't or whatever. And then we'll present the show as originally presented without my fix involved. And for my fix, just so you know, parts of it are garbled. And so when I fix it, it's clearer garble, but it's still garble and without static. but the other parts are definitely, some of them are improved for sure. So anyway, give me your thoughts in the comments of whether I should continue to try and fix these old episodes or what I should do. And we'll see you next time. And tell me if you like these presentations.
Stay tuned
right after this episode
for our discussion.
FLA program starring Jack Benny and Frank Black Orchestra. And now Frank Black and his orchestra open the program with I Like Mountain Music. Wouldn't you like to receive absolutely free a brand new Chevrolet 6, any model you want? All right, listen to this. Starting tomorrow is a feature of National Driver Chevrolet Month. One of those big, fine-looking Chevrolet 6s will be given away every day, absolutely free. 30 days, 30 cars, one car awarded every day. All you have to do is to visit any Chevrolet dealer, drive or ride in a Chevrolet car, then write down on the entry blank, which the dealer will furnish, the reason why you like the new Chevrolet 6. Remember, in order to enter the contest, you must visit a Chevrolet dealer, get a demonstration, and obtain an entry blank from him. It doesn't matter how many or how few words you use or what kind of writer you are. The best reasons for liking the new Chevrolet, the best in the opinions of the judges, win the pre-Chevrolet cars. This opportunity is open to any person in the United States over 18 years of age. And one entry makes you eligible for any of the cars given away from the day you enter throughout the balance of the month. So plan now to go to your Chevrolet dealer tomorrow and enter this contest. Your name may be announced over the radio next Friday night as one of the winners of a new Chevrolet 6. And now, Jack Benny. Hello, Officer Mayor. This is Jack Benny, the Earth Galloper, coming to you again with all the late news events through the courtesy of the Morning Eye-Opener, the ice and fizz of the world. These late news dispatches come to you by telegraph, cable, mail, female, and liar. The news service that sees all, says all, and sues all, and am I sorry I thought of this. The world's latest happening. Let go, Frank. London, England. American-owned horse wins the Grand National Derby. When asked if he would remain in England, he said, nay, nay. More Derby news. Frank Black had better buy a new hat. That's for the orchestra boys, you know. San Francisco, California. George Bernard Shaw arrives here to plead for wine, beer, and whisker. During interview, he says he will match his beard against Anheuser-Busch. Attaboy, George. I like that one. That was good, yes, sir. Here, Bombay, India. Weather warmer here. Mahatma Gandhi changes the winter to spring clothes. Captain missing from local restaurant. Funny how that boy keeps himself in the headlines. New York, New York. People here donate funds to present President Roosevelt with swimming pool. They want to keep him wet, eh? Special radio message from mid-ocean. Dabo tank to come back now and are secretly headed for America. Nobody knows it but the Associated Press. He is traveling on a Swedish boat disguised as a Finnan Hattie. Darbo was signed to meet Clark Gable June the 1st. Hollywood, California. Gable starts training with Strangler Lewis. Walla Walla, Washington. Walla Walla. Conditions improving here and town is now running on both names.
Jack, can I read one?
Yeah, Mary, go ahead.
Shanghai, China. Streetcars very popular here. Everybody is riding around in them.
You mean rickshaws, what's that?
Okay.
Winnipeg, Canada. Grill season starts here with 8 feet of snow. Robin team flying around wearing earmuffs. New York, New York. Groundhog comes out of hole on first day of spring. Listens to our program and goes back in again. Oh, well, you can't please everybody. King Kong, Africa. Missionaries arrive here and find cannibals wilder than ever. Howard, what are they wild about? They're wild about the new Chevrolet at $445. The old...
Let's talk to a fight, too.
Ticket to Georgia. Okay, Frank. And was 2 tickets to Georgia played by Frank Black and his Cotton Club Orchestra. Very good, Frank. Say, Frank, I want to ask you something. After all, you're a musician. You know music. what do you think? I mean, this is really personal. What do you think of that violin solo I played last Friday on Ladies' Night? You know? Well, Jack, oh, you won't talk, eh? Well, what do you really want me to tell you the truth? Never mind, Frank. The long program, you know, I don't want to do that. Lydia.
Oh, Jack. Well,
Mary. What?
here's some fan mail you got in answer to your lady night program last Friday.
Oh, yes. Hey, you remember, folks, we had the Ladies' Night. You remember last Friday night? We got some very lovely wires and letters regarding that program. Here's one I'd like to read. Here's the wire from the Ladies' Key Club in Dunk Bender, Ohio. It says, we thought your Ladies' Night was a complete failure. We sent our husbands out so we could listen into your program, and we weren't even embarrassed. What happened to the farmer's daughter? Ah, she's an old lady now. Here's a letter. Here's a letter from Omaha, Nebraska, from a lady grit circle. It says, we heard your program last Friday night. You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time. But this Friday, we're going to bed early. Oh, well, you can't please everybody. Oh, here's one from a man in Luntwagon, Ohio. It says, congratulations on your ladies' night. Did I enjoy? My wife and I haven't been separated in 20 years. But on your ladies' night, you gave me the night off and $10. And did I enjoy you? Oh, well, you're thankful. You just heard from the Chevrolet Tech Pet. And now James Melton, our own Jimmy, 6 feet 2, bless his little heart, will add a little class to the program by singing the popular Irish ballad, Maybe. Thank you, Jack. You're welcome, Jimmy. Say, Jimmy, before you sing, Jimmy, ask you one thing. What did you really think? Oh, I mean, what did you really think of my violin solo last Friday? I mean, I can't get anything out of Frank Black. I mean, tell me the truth, Jimmy. What did you really think? Hold on, Jack. If you must know, I think you're a swell fellow. Thanks, but I mean my violin solo, Jimmy. And I think you're a gentleman. Fella. I think you're one of the finest chaps I've met. I've got fine with a good gift of gab. I mean, what did you think of my violin? That's what I'm coming to. You got personality, magnetism, and but if you can play that fiddle, and my name is Albert Einstein. Thanks, Alpha. Sing, Einstein. What do they know about music? It's not abbreviated. Play, Frank. That was Albert Einstein singing, or Jimmy Melton singing Maybe. And next week he will give you his theory on his relative. And now tonight, folks, just as we forgot to promise you last week, we are going to offer for the big feature of our program a dramatic play. A play of the gay 90s, not the roaring 40s or the bowering 50s, but the gay 90s, when men wore celluloid collars and girls wore 5C fading suits. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to give you our version of that famous May-West picture, He Done 'Em Wrong. He done 'em wrong, and we're going to do 'em right. Now, the action takes place on the Bowery in New York. The Bowery in those days was equivalent to a punch in the nose, a stolen watch, or both. You have no doubt seen this sticker with Mae West plays the part of a lady known as Lou. Lou was a nice girl, and every man who fell in love with her gave her a diamond. She had 13 sweethearts, which gave her a grand slam in diamond. Now, the members of our program will play the part in this show, and Howard Planey will play the part of the Chevrolet. That you can be sure of. Mary Livingston will take the part of Lou, while I, Jack Denny, the Betty Maud of the air, will play the part of Cummings, the mission worker. Our supporting cast includes Mr. Ralph Ash, who will assume the role of Spider, the bartender. Mr. Ash has had many years of stage experience, having been 20 years with the Old Homestead, 30 years with Abe's Irish Road, and he will be back in the Old Homestead after tonight's performance. Our little play will go on immediately after the next number, so pick out a good seat close to your radio. First come, first served. And now Frank Black will play a brand new number called The Grass is Getting Greener All the Time. And who do you think is going to sing the chorus? Give up? Mary Livingston. Are you nervous, Mary? Uh-huh. Really? Well, it's the first time you know she'll ever be heard the song over the air, if she ever weren't heard, really. Mary, what gives you the courage to sing?
I heard you play the violin last week.
Yes. What repartee? Play, Frank.
that the weather ahead will soon be bad. And I think, oh, the grass getting greener all the time. And Olivia said, when the roses are red, we'll name the day. And I'm glad to say, like that daddy in all the time. Is he wonderful? Am I glad? Why he go for me? One sight and positive with a all the pretties and me. We hear our crowd and a dog. Oh, the rap Danny singer every day.
That was fine, Mary. That was slow. Were you nervous?
Did you hear it, Ma? I bet Dave is jealous. Yeah. Ah, that was fine, Mary. Oh, Mary.
Nick Livington to you.
Oh, I see. That's the way they are when they get up in the world. Well, now for our claim. He done him right. The opening theme takes place in Fighter Webb Fire Room on the Bowery in the year 1898. You ready, boy? Everything set? All right, Frank. A little perk.
Hey, wait a minute, Frank. Wait, it's Ramey Wick play. Wait a minute. Oh, boy. Take it again.
Come on, boys. Step up to the bar and have one on the house. What's it gonna be? One vanilla fun. I'll have a Cody Fruity with a fudge tater.
1, 3, coming up.
Fine, a banana.
Drunkard, all of them. Yea and barrel. Just a lot of forgotten souls. Ah, but they can be saved. I never did like that, Snooper. The less I see of them around that joint, the better I like it. Ooh, deep, Spider. Right up, coming, the guy that's going to the mission next door.
Oh, yeah, well, give me another pineapple crack and make mine a big.
Not till April 7th. The scene now changes to Miss Blue's dressing room on the 3rd floor.
Funky and Johnny was she high. Da 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 dee da da da.
Hello. Dave, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You want to speak in this loo? Yes, I keep here. Yes, a minute, I'll call her. Who is it, Belinda? It's that Mr. Cummins from the mission. He wants to speak to you all. Oh, that missing guy, eh?
It's about time he called. Hello, darky handsome. So you finally decided to call me, eh?
Well, what's on your mind, big bull? Listen, hon. Why don't you come up sometime?
I say, why don't you come up sometime? We'll be right over.
Okay, brother.
Long. Well,
You'll undertake that buffet and bring in my diamond. Yes, Lou, you sure is like the Northwest Mountain. You always get no man.
Why, Belinda, you had your voice sing too, haven't you?
You thinking, Andy?
How about the hootoo?
You know, 50 is Friday.
Did I write that line?
Who is it? I think it's Spider, Miss Lee. I must say fly. Out.
That was me, folk. Mary, kick to your chair. Hello, Lil.
Oh, it's you, Spider.
Listen, Lil, I just heard some bad news. Dylan, your old sweetheart Chick Anderson just broke out of the pen and he's coming here to get you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and he's plenty sore. You should have gone up to see him, Lou.
The Chick blew the coop, eh?
Yeah, Chick blew the coop.
And the kick-cylinder coupe Chevrolet for $445 is the best buy on the market today.
Howard, just play it bad enough. Stay out of it, would it, babe? I'm just tipping you off to the Be careful, Lou. Now let me tell you another thing. There's something screwy about that missionary guy coming.
What do you mean?
I mean, Dick, he ain't no missionary guy at all. He's the new trick around here they call the Hawk.
Oh, Pop, how do you know?
Yeah, I saw the picture. I was with him, Paul. He's right, I was with him. We saw the picture.
They let the horse hang. Go leave them to me, butter, and I'll cram. So that missionary guy is a fastly. Oh, well, he can be a pony. Cylinder, you can go if you want, Key. Thank you, Nutley. 'Cause I gotta take my little brother to the doctor. He won't feel it too good. The matter is in 6-cylinder? Yappin'. And the Chevrolet is the best 6-cylinder car in the low-price steals.
Thanks, Cylinder, and here's your $1.
Hey, if you need me next week, I'll do Wiley, too.
Beat it, what up with?
I wonder what's keeping that dog calm. What can I do?
I'm coming. My head am bended low.
Come in.
Wait till I knock on the door.
Oh. Come in. Hello, dark and handsome.
Hello, sweet and careless.
Get down, big boy. I was afraid you weren't coming up. How'd you get away from the mission?
I was missing you, Lou. I tried to stay away, but I couldn't.
Oh, yeah?
It's the truth, Lou. I can't sleep. I don't eat. I can't think. I keep trying to forget you, Lou, but I can't.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you're beautiful, Lou. Your hair is like the golden sunshine. Your eyes shine like the diamonds on your wrist. And your teeth are like pearls. Of course, pearl teeth are no bargain either, you know. Kit me, Lou. Kit me.
Take it easy, Blackfoot. Now get both and get this straight. You ain't cutting nothing over on me. You ain't bringing me breakfast. You're bringing me sand trucks. And they ain't no good to me because I sing with gestures.
Well, I'm just your gigolo. Just your gigolo. Me singing, folks.
I'm white, you big boy. You're the hawk.
Yes, I'm the hawk.
Oh, and hawk be done.
I gotta get out of town before Chip gets here.
Who is that? Kick it on the way up there and coat my gun. You better.
You gotta get out of here, Connor. Because Dick both me too. He'll kill both of us. Da-da-dee-da-da-da.
No, Lou, no, I can't leave you alone. I'm going to stay here and protect you.
Don't worry about me. I can handle him. Quick, hide in that closet.
All right, goodbye, Lou.
So long, handsome Culperdine.
I'm in Lou's closet now, folks. Oh, hello, Jack. Frank Black, what are you doing here?
Well, believe it or not, Kick hate me, do.
Jimmy Melker, what are you doing? I'm Lou's singing teacher, and Dick hates me, too.
My thunder, Dick hates all of her. But he can't hate the Chevrolet, the most dependable car on earth. And next week, Paul, from May West to East Lynn, a play of the South. For the benefit of those who have tuned in late, let me repeat. Starting tomorrow and continuing throughout the month of April are the feature of National Drive a Chevrolet Month. A brand new Chevrolet picked America's largest selling motor car will be given away every day absolutely free. 30 days, 30 cars. One car every day. So if you would like to win a neat Chevrolet, visit any Chevrolet dealer. Take a trial drive in a new Chevrolet pick. Find out what it means to ride in a big, comfortable, Fisher body car. A close, speedy, responsive fix. Get acquainted with Fisher no-drop ventilation, the carburetor, another new Chevrolet invention. Then after your ride is over, write down on an official entry blank which you must get from the Chevrolet dealer no reason for liking the new Chevrolet fix. And if you're thinking of buying the Chevrolet right away, you have all the more reason for doing so at once. For if you do buy a Chevrolet between now and the end of the contest, and then win a free car, you have the option of accepting either a free car or cash equivalent to the free car's retail delivered price. So be sure to see your Chevrolet dealer right away and find out how easy it is to win a new Chevrolet stick. Absolutely free.
Good night, folks. Good night.
Well, Jello again. This is Buck Benny speaking. Something a little different today. We thought I'd have our team come in and talk because this is my first episode of the show where I've really done the AI stuff of trying to improve it or seeing what I could do. I don't know. I was half satisfied, half not satisfied. But we'll talk about that as we go. And honestly, as much as I respect these two folks' opinion and my own opinion, in the comments, leave what you think we should do because I'm curious. I mean, is this something where you'd rather just have the episode presented as originally recorded? Do you want us to try and fix it with AI somewhat? Currently, my current thinking is you're probably hearing this after you've heard the AI version of the episode because I'm going to play that first and then we're going to talk about it and then we'll play the original version after this. So I think I can't see how I'll ever present you AI versions. I mean, unless they're like perfect, without also presenting the original so that you guys can compare and whatever you want to do or listen. Or if you're like, that's fake, I just want to hear the original, you can just fast forward to the original. But anyway, so let's have a chat about it. So let's go over to Kathy first. Kathy, what are your thoughts? Do you think it's okay to try and improve the episodes if you can, or do you think it's sacrilege or something?
I adore what Peter Jackson's been doing with with Beatles recordings and things like that. So,
and my work that I'm doing is equally on a par with Peter. People, the Beatles were wondering, should we use Buck or should we use Peter Jackson? They went with Peter Jackson, but I'm sure it was close to see.
It was very, very close, very close. So, but I appreciate it. Why not try to use new technologies to help us hear something better? Yes. Nothing will ever be what listeners in March 1933 heard through their crummy little radios. They didn't have, I mean, even in 1933, no one had a fabulous stereo radio. So, that's, unless we were there live, hearing them in the auditorium, we'll never exactly know. And so I'm grateful that we're trying these things. Mm-hmm. Somehow, for the listeners and viewers, we will get you. This is one that I've in my newest volume. Yay! Volume 4 of Jack Benny's Lost Broadcast. We have this script, and it is. Yay!
I have it too. I found it in the book. Yeah,
it is fascinating. To go back because I don't listen to these earliest shows very often because of that. But to listen to it with the script at my side, I learned so much about Jack Benny's performances in this early era. I learned that he actually did not exactly stick to the script, but I heard audience members in the background laughing. It reiterated to me that that they were performing before a live audience. I saw him go off script and do a few things like speak to Frank Black or repeat something. And I was glad to see because what the script in his archive at UCLA was perhaps what he was holding in his hand. When he made the, when he broadcast the episode. And it's fun to see that he wasn't sticking exactly to script, but on the other hand, sticking to the script. So it made it that much more interesting to me.
Yeah. John?
Well, I'm fascinated by the technology. I think that it's fun and weird. I'll tell you, when I listen to these old ones, especially the 1933s, or like the really old ones, and the sound quality is so bad and the comes up, it just hurts your ears and it gives me a headache to the point where I can't listen for more than a couple minutes. So it's really fascinating when you can listen to the original audio, but after a couple minutes, I have to turn it off. Right. So the good thing about this is you can listen. And when you've got all that static and you're straining to hear, you only catch a certain amount. So I feel like with this, it's like a clean version, but you're still only catching a certain amount, right? Yes. So it's like
it can't. I said before, if it's garbled in the original, okay, you can get really clean garble, but it's still garble, and you can't. It's really bizarre because you're going, why can't I hear this? It's everything's so clear, and then all of a sudden he goes, and you're like, what? But it's because that's the recording. That's all we have.
Exactly. So, so sometimes when you're listening to this AI version, it's like, oh, Mary, you would have sampled when it happened to me, right? And so you're still not catching everything. But
that was a great impression, John. Nice work.
At least it's not painful. So, I appreciate that. Some of it actually sounded like Jack Benny had just gotten into a boxing match and he has got a swollen lip or something like that. So you can kind of hear what he's saying, but he's just not speaking clearly. Yep. And it's the technology is really amazing, but it's fascinating how it translates certain things just a little bit wrong. Like I feel like with the tape sound or the old sound, it sounded like the announcer had a lisp. And so it just gave him a voice that had a lisp, just because that's the way the original audio sounded. So little things like that. Yeah. It was interesting.
Well, and like I've said to listeners before, it's so hard to choose. I mean, I've got a slider, right? And so it goes from 0 to 100. And it likes to, if you don't do anything, it likes to peg it at 90. So that's how much it's isolating each speaker's voice, right? But at 90, you listen to Jack and he doesn't sound that much like Jack. He starts to lose some of what makes his vocal inflections. Now it's clear as a bell, but it's like, okay, it's clear as a bell, but it's somebody else reading the script is what it sounds like. Yeah. So I realized that cranking it down to 70, I got more of that Bennyism to his voice, though I also had slightly more, lets in a little more of the distortion and things. And then with the background audience, I can drop that down to 0. And so we can't hear a laugh. We can't hear music. And you don't want that. So I cranked that. I found for this one, I found 70 was about right because it would make them about the same volume as his volume. And yet it would cut out a lot of the static. And so by having that background, sometimes the inflections in his voice were in the background. So it just made it work. But I don't know. It's just
I do think that
thing. So yeah.
You could definitely hear, even when you couldn't always understand the words, you could hear the inflections. So I felt like, if I had that script in front of me, so
then you'd know what those words were, and just it's garbled, but it's that word. So.
Exactly. So
that's why I think if I can put the script in there, following it like I used to do, you can see in any of my folks that are watching on YouTube, we've probably done this as a group, I don't know, maybe a dozen times that I put a script in to match a show, and you can follow along with the script as the show is doing it. So they change the pages to go along with the script, and it worked. It's just, one, it's a lot of work. Two, it really doesn't work like on your phone. It's too small to read. You pretty much have to be on a computer or on a TV or something to see it big enough that you could read the words. Because of course the pages are formatted, portrait mode. And of course, things on YouTube are the other way. And so I don't want to turn it sideways. So it's like, okay, so it just makes it hard to blow it up. So it has to be this littler picture within a picture.
Yeah. I could give you the Word document version, not the PDF.
Yeah.
Of the scripts. But that's more work. But then you could peel it out, paragraph by paragraph by paragraph.
Yeah. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'll use a version that I already got and just cut those and fit them in and just hope most people are going to maybe watch if they want to follow like that. they will do it on their computer or something.
Yeah. But I do think that you got the levels right, because I did like having the original audio in the background as it was going. That was great.
Yeah. Thank you. And I'll only get better at doing it, but again, it depends on the episode, right? Some of them, like this one, that are in pretty good shape, you can do that with. The ones that are completely mangled messes, you almost have to crank it up higher to make it even where you can understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
But then again, the garble doesn't come across. I did that, for last week's episode or whatever, and I don't know. It's like John said before, and I agree with it 100%, that some of these episodes you just can't listen to. So you'll like listen to a minute and you'll be like, okay, I can't listen to this.
Yeah.
At least this way, if I AI it, you can go, okay, I can listen to this. At some point you may give up. It's like, okay, too many of the jokes, the punchlines are garbled or something and it's not working. But on the other hand, there's some solid ones that work because the whole joke is said clear enough and it's not garbled that it works. So, and in this episode, there's more clean than there is garbled by far. I mean,
I'm very grateful that you've done this. I
Yeah.
said, even I learned. It was so interesting to learn about Jack's sense of timing of his jokes and how he was working with basically just Mary. At this point, he had just Mary and Howard Claney, the advertising announcer, and a little bit of Frank Black. This was an early show in which neither Frank Black, the orchestra leader, nor James Melton, the tenor, they were not comfortable at that point yet, because the show had only started March the 3rd or March the 6th. So this is still at the end of the first, it's maybe the fourth broadcast together. And it took until like April or May for Jack to get Frank Black and James Melton comfortable reading comedy dialogue. So as I said, what I appreciate about this show, it's mostly just Jack and Mary and Howard Claney. And you hear his timing, you hear her voice. And I've got to say, I'd always, having not listened to this in a long time, in the earlier version, Mary's Mae West is a bit different from what she would later do as the Hat Check Girl or Mitzi Fritzy, who has a gun and shoots at the murder at Romanoff's. She's doing a really terrific Mae West. No wonder my research found that she was getting lots of praise from critics and fans about. She was one of the first, other than a few people on film, like in newsreels, doing Mae West imitations. She's the first one doing it on the radio, and she nails it.
Yeah.
And I so appreciated the specificity.
Well, and the fact that the rest of the show isn't up to later Jack Benny comedy standards as much makes it stand out. The skit is so good that it becomes it would be the part of the show that you would talk about the next day.
You're right. This was an innovation. They had done, when they were at Canada Dry, they had done their first film parody, and nobody else on radio was doing movie parodies. They had done a version with Ethel Chute and George Olson. They'd done a version of Grand Hotel that had gotten them lots of attention and praise. So here, now, this new show, sponsored by Chevrolet, is on a prime time, Friday night. And one of the biggest and best spots, because that's what Chevrolet had paid for. So you're getting a lot more people listen to them, which is why some of these lines actually are taken, revamped from when they talk about the previous week had been Ladies' Night. They had done that in the Canada Dry era, but Canada Dry had moved them around so much between days and times, and then for a while at CBS. This was many people's earliest exposure to Jack Benny. So he's bringing along the earlier fans, but greatly expanding the audience. So why not repeat some earlier stuff? But where was I going with this? But it's so interesting for showing how he's trying to create this show. Oh, it was about the parodies. I'm sorry. This parody of it was the #1 most controversial movie. Because this is before the production code came in, before film censorship came in, and Mae West
just
was
right
all
before. Yeah.
sex and being, enjoying sex and getting so many diamonds from men. She is so uh, um, um, authentically herself.
Yes.
But religious conservatives were appalled. Other people were delighted. And for Jack and Mary to take on the most controversial big hit movie of the day and make the successful parody satire of it.
But that's what people would be
Right.
like, oh my gosh, they took on that
Yeah.
thing. She did a good job. I I really think this episode, of all the episodes previously up to this one, I think this is Mary's biggest tour de force that she kind of has, between her very first song that she sings on the Jack Benny show, and I'm glad we have that, and then this performance. I think her standing on the show and with audiences would go up tremendously from this. Um, the other thing I'll point out about Mary, which is unique, is AI loves Mary. It loves
Hooray!
her voice. No matter how much I crank it up, boy, Jack might start sounding not as much like Jack, and some of the other actors may not sound, but Mary sounds almost more Mary-like the higher I crank that AI. Now, I will say, Mary's singing, it is a harder time with navigating the singing, what's background, what's not background, and so the song, I don't know. Like I say, you can listen to it both ways. After we're done talking, we're presenting the original, so you can compare that to the song. Might be better in the original. I'm not sure, but this is a cleaner version. So who knows? But it doesn't. To me, she sounds more like Mary singing in the original than she does on the AI version. And then the other piece you might going to compare is the AI Mae West, because when she's doing her Mae West, the AI doesn't, I don't think, knows as much to do with that. It's like, okay, is she Mary? Is she Mae West? What's going on here? And is this two different characters of the same person or whatever? So the AI loses a little bit, whereas the original sounds more straight on. So those are interesting to compare back and forth. Though, like I say, the AI is clear, and so I don't know. Interesting. It'll be interesting to see what people post in the comments if you actually compare the two.
Look for it. I'll blather one more thing.
Yeah.
In learning more about radio history, the quality or lack of quality of radio recording and broadcasting equipment. This is 1933.
Right.
Talkie movies, it only happened 5 years before, starting. Women were having a difficult time on the radio. They were being criticized for their more soprano voices were not going over the air or recording as well. So that also helped Mary. That I don't know how to describe not being a musician. If you call her voice contralto, or I would like someone if in the comments to tell me, how do you describe her voice being of a sort of lower register than a than a high?
Yeah, I think it's an alto, and we're used to sopranos in I mean, the one I always think of is the voice from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. When she sings, it's like way up there.
Yeah.
And that's how most of the songs were at the time. Mary's is alto, so it's lower, and it works better for me than the soprano voices of the time.
So part of her success was indeed the radio did love her. And there are articles in radio fan magazines and the press going, women are having a hard time getting a hold in radio. Why? Because they said their voices sounded grating, didn't come over very well.
Yeah.
So hooray for her.
Yeah. I mean, I think when I listen to these recordings of the Jack Benny show, especially the ones of better sound quality, right? Mary's voice is very inviting. It works for me. So does Gracie's voice, Gracie Allen. But they're the two that really work the best of any voices that I hear in radio from this time, from like the 1930s. By the 1940s, they're starting to find some women who have those voices. Your Mercedes McCambridge and a lot of Agnes Moorehead. There's a lot of folks who can pull off some great acting and have great voices. But in the 30s, it's harder to find. And some of the women, like, they talk almost in that soprano-ish way up there, and it's like grating on you currently, but I think it's also grating on the audience at the time. And I don't know how they thought that is the sound that they love, but you know, you don't know what's popular at the time. I just know what doesn't work today. And that, to me, that soprano, high soprano sound, other than opera, has never really worked very well from, say, 1940 onward. But in the 30s, it was thought to be the sound you wanted a female to have. So,
Well, I wanted to review this episode, but who's got the time? So I thought, since this is an AI episode, I would do an AI review of the episode. So first I asked for a 1-paragraph summary of the episode, and this is what I got. The Jack Benny program episode from March 31st, 1933 captures the early charm of Benny's humor as he engages in witty banter with cast members, playful self-deprecation, and comedic timing that would later define his career. The episode blends situational comedy, musical interludes, and spontaneous sounding dialogue. Now, I wouldn't say I got that from this episode. I feel like they're talking about the Jack Benny show.
You're talking about the 1930s Jack Benny period. Yeah.
I did input the actual script, from the book. I inputted the script, so that's what it had to work with.
Okay.
And so I asked for an opinion review. So this is the opinion of AI of the episode. The Jack Benny broadcast is a lively debut under Chevrolet, full of Benny's sly wit and gentle self-parody. The real delight, however, comes from Mary Livingston, whose brief appearance hits at the growing importance of her role. Her Mae West impression is a standout, surprisingly confident, playful, and perfectly timed. It adds a sharper edge to the program's humor while showing Mary's own versatility beyond the dumb secretary persona, combined with Benny's relaxed patter and the orchestra's polished interludes.
That is insane. How
I didn't know that.
That nailed it. That nailed it really well.
Damn, nice. I'm not going to write anything else again if it did.
I probably stole those ideas from your book.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be hilarious if it used like a turn of phrase that you used in the actual book, and you go, "I said that."
Yeah. I have had students turn. I mean, I'm plagued by AI, and the first AI paper I got from a college student actually quoted someone named Kathy Fuller Seeley with an article she didn't write. And when I saw it, I was just flummoxed, and I said, "I can't get what."
That's hilarious.
That's something I will never understand. How it does fake, it feels comfortable or whatever doing fake articles that don't exist and things and referencing them, because that's the first thing you're taught never ever to do. And so you would think that the AI would be smart enough to go, oh, if I can't find the reference, I'm not going to make it up.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing about AI. Like, if it knows the answer, it tells the answer beautifully. But if it doesn't know the answer, it just BS's its way through.
Yes.
It never will say, I don't know.
I don't, yeah. Or I don't have, and it's one of those things that used to be annoying, because that's used to be all anything would ever tell you is insufficient data to complete your query at this time or something, right? And so people get annoyed with that. I think they personally probably prefer the BS, but especially if you can't figure out that's what it is. But it's like I wish it didn't do that. I wish it would just say, I've given the best answer I can with the information I have, or something.
Yeah. One time somebody emailed me, because I've got a Jack Benny podcast, This Day in Jack Benny. So they emailed me.
What?
And they said,
you do? Oh my God.
I'd stick that in there.
The new things you learn all the time. Is it popular? I think
very
it
popular.
is.
Check out thisdaybbenny.com. So somebody emailed me.
Ooh, is it?
Yeah. Oh, so somebody emailed me and said, I remember, I kind of have a vague recollection of an episode with Rochester doing a particular thing. I can't remember what it was, right? but I couldn't find it on Google. So I asked AI, and AI said, "Oh yeah, there's this episode where Rochester does this thing and all that." So which episode is that? They asked me, and I'm like, "There's no episode like that. They're making it up."
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, my gosh, it's crazy. But anyway, well, I don't know. I guess we're done. Anybody else?
I would just say you won't hear much more of James Melton on the show, and it's not because they didn't love him. It's just interestingly, he was a high tenor who those high tenors were losing favor with the public who wanted to hear the boo 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 of Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
And so Melton would go on to sing with the Metropolitan Opera. He went on to a fine career, just not as a radio singer. I mean, singing opera, not singing popular tunes like on Jack Benny's show. So that's
and did we get who? Do you remember who came before Kenny Baker?
Frank.
Yes.
Black.
No, he's the orchestra leader.
He's the orchestra leader. There's two Franks, and then you're right.
Frank Parker.
That's it.
Yes, that's
right.
And do you know how quickly he's going to be?
Lyrics. So he was a lot more. When we get into the Frank Parker era, speaking of things Swifty, we will find that he's a really interesting character, but he's not naive like the next two will be.
Yeah.
Frank Parker was a really knowing sidekick, and
is he coming up here fairly soon that he joins, or is it a while away, or do you know how quickly he's going to be joining?
By General Tire.
Okay.
So he's going to start the fall of Chevrolet. So Frank Parker's, James Melton is only with us from March to June of 33, and Parker's going to come on in October.
So he's the one right after Melton, right after this guy.
Right.
Okay.
And it's Parker, and then there may be one guy who didn't work out, somebody before then Kenny Baker. So,
okay. Yeah. And then Kenny Baker, they don't really look back until until he leaves the show, and then you get Dennis Day. So, yeah.
And again, it was because neither Frank Parker nor Kenny Baker were under personal contract to Jack Benny. This is why Jack is going to keep going. Every time he goes on the air, he's got to train a new announcer, a new orchestra leader, a new singer. And he's very frustrated with this because it's something he can't control. In that same way on the Merv Griffin show, he was so proud of it's my show, no matter who gets the laughs. And that's why he's going to start with Don Wilson, who will start with General Tire in April of the next year. He's going to start putting as many of these people as possible under his own personal contract so that they won't be getting away from him.
And we know that it works. It works really well. So that's awesome.
He paid top dollar, so it made a nice place to work. So.
Well, and I have something unique that's going to be coming up here soon that I stumbled into. Have you guys heard an interview with Kenny Baker before?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I found an interview from I think it's 82 or 81.
Oh, wow.
So it's an older Kenny Baker reflecting on his work with Jack. So
how interesting.
Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I was like, do I air it on this one? And I'm like, nah, I think I want to wait until Kenny Baker actually shows up, and maybe on his first appearance also follow that with that interview, because I just think it's cool that as I was looking through all the interviews I got, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know I had a Kenny Baker interview.
That's great.
And then I've got some of them are hilarious. I mean, like your the writers, like Milt Josephsberg, I might have 7 interviews with him or something, and it just a lot with certain ones. It's Josephsberg, and then I'm trying to think who's the other one that you get a whole lot of interviews from, one of the other writers. But anyway, it's like 2 of them do a ton of interviews, and the rest of them don't do hardly any. Just the way it goes.
Hey, I've got a little show and tell here.
Oh, show and tell. We love show and tell.
Summer, I was at a thrift store, and I found this record, and it's got some great caricatures of old radio show.
Nice.
I recognize about half of them. Some of them I didn't know was Ernie Kovacs, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Well, we saw him on. You didn't know him on the one TV episode.
Okay.
It shows how memorable he is because he still doesn't know him, and he saw him.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
He was the one with the big mustache and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Imogene Coca and Sid Caesar, I don't really know too well. I certainly wouldn't recognize
I don't
them.
know that they did that much on any of them on radio. They were early television. I mean, so.
Well, Kovacs is the one under your finger right there on the cover that
with Imogene Coca and Sid Caesar next to them.
Yeah, and Jack right behind him. And then
I really got a kick out of Jack and Abbott and Costello and Burns and Allen and
I love
Fred
that. That's a great cover too.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
And who's peeking out over the top? That's the
Edwin.
Edwin, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's everybody else is drawn like pretty much you'd see them. Edwin looks way younger than you're used to seeing.
Well, this is supposed to be Milton Berle here.
Oh, okay. No, Merle's a
that's
little
one
kid.
I didn't know.
His age might be right with where Edwin is at the time. Just to kind of go together. Anyway, no, I love that. That's a great cover. That's fun.
Congratulations.
Yeah. It's fun finding those old finds and things. They're great. Oh, and coming up this, depending on when I get this thing released, but we're gonna have the golden age of, is it the golden age of radio? No, the Great Radio Comedians, I guess it's called, is the one we just did recently, and that'll be out there for people to enjoy. I think that's gonna be a really fun one with lots of interviews with all those guys that you're looking at on there. Interesting on that cover, the ones that I'd say were missing. Because I could see why you wouldn't put Fred Allen on there because Fred Allen passed so long ago.
Fred Allen is on here.
Fred Allen is there, but where's
Was
Hope?
he there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then where's Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy?
Yeah, that's who's missing.
Exactly. And why over on the far other side is that who's
That's supposed to be Georgie Jessel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Groucho's on there. I mean, the only people on there that I would think, I guess Bob Hope would be one that you would say was big enough that he could be on there, and Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy. But and usually they use Edgar and Charlie because Charlie, you can do such a cute characterization of Charlie, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for sharing that with us, and boy, this turned out to a long. Hey, if you're still here on YouTube, hey, thanks. I'm glad you like us, but.
Hey, Taylor lasted 2 hours, so you know.
There you go. What are you gonna do?
Long podcasts are the thing now. So.
Thanks, guys. Well, we'll see you guys all next week. Enjoy this time, and I should mention I'm moving these podcasts that you see right now, my old ones, to Wednesdays once our Orsons are gone, and we're close to being at the end of the Orsons. And it's going to be like my way back Wednesday. That's why it's going to be the earliest of them. And then we have our Throwback Thursday. That is the earliest television shows we're working through chronologically. And that's been going really well. And people have been loving them. And I fixed them because when we originally did them, these intros came first and then we'd have the show. But now I'm doing them like we do the current ones where there's us saying, stay tuned after the show for our discussion. And then we play the show and then we have our discussion afterwards. So it's sort of my way to fix the early ones. And then, of course, Sundays we have our regular shows, which are the specials for the next number of weeks. And then we'll be flipping back, like I say, to doing 1960-ish. And so that will be fun. And I just love how so many people are tuning in and we keep on getting more and more folks. I mean, we just topped 15,500 subscribers, which is pretty cool. So,
wow.
Very nice. Yeah. It's the most I've ever had, even more than my podcast has ever had. So that's pretty cool. Now, if y'all tuned in every week, it'd be great. So I have 15,000 people watching our shows instead of 1,000.
Well, we could have a special guest.
Yeah, we should have a special guest.
To sing "The Grass Is Getting Greener All the Time" in her own version.
I think that would be great. Yes, special guests would be good. Anyway, see you folks next time. Thank you. Well, hello again. This is Buck Benny speaking. Welcome to another episode of the Jack Benny Show from the 1932-1933 season.
Tonight's episode features the very first surviving episode that has Mary singing a song for us. I always love Mary's songs in the episodes. I think they add a lot of character to her, and it's interesting to hear the style of singing that she can do, and I think this will be fun for everybody. Also, these episodes have recently been remastered somewhat, so hopefully the sound quality will be better than maybe you've heard them in before. It's still not going to be wonderful, but it's an improvement for sure. So anyway, enjoy this episode from 80 years ago, Mary's first singing performance.
Chevrolet program starring Jack Benny and Frank Black's orchestra. And now Frank Black and his orchestra open the program with I Like Mountain Music. Wouldn't you like to receive absolutely free a brand new Chevrolet 6, any model you want? All right, listen to this. Starting tomorrow is a feature of National Drive a Chevrolet Month. One of those big, fine-looking Chevrolet 6s will be given away every day, absolutely free. 30 days, 30 cars, one car awarded every day. All you have to do is to visit any Chevrolet dealer, drive or ride in a Chevrolet car, then write down on the entry blank, which the dealer will furnish, the reason why you like the new Chevrolet 6. Remember, in order to enter the contest, you must visit a Chevrolet dealer, get a demonstration, and obtain an entry blank from him. It doesn't matter how many or how few words you use or what kind of writer you are. The best reasons for liking the new Chevrolet, the best in the opinions of the judges, win the free Chevrolet cars. This opportunity is open to any person in the United States over 18 years of age. And one entry makes you eligible for any of the cars given away from the day you enter throughout the balance of the month. So plan now to go to your Chevrolet dealer tomorrow and enter this contest. Your name may be announced over the radio next Friday night as one of the winners of a new Chevrolet 6. And now, Jack Benny.
Hello, Optimist. This is Jack Benny, the Earth Galloper, coming to you again with all the late news events through the courtesy of the Morning Eye-Opener, the ice and fizz of the world. These late news dispatches come to you by telegraph, cable, mail, female, and wire. The news service that sees all, says all, and sues all, and am I sorry I started this. The world's latest happenings. Let's go, Frank. London, England. American-owned horse wins the Grand National Derby. When asked if he would remain in England, he said, nay, nay. More Derby news. Frank Black had better buy a new hat. That's for the orchestra boys, you know. San Francisco, California. George Bernard Shaw arrives here to plead for wine, beer, and whiskers. During interview, he says he will match his beard against Anheuser-Busch. Attaboy, George. I like that one. That was good, yes, sir? Here, Bombay, India. Weather warmer here. Mahatma Gandhi changes from winter to spring clothes. Napkin missing from local restaurants. Funny how that boy keeps himself in the headlines. New York. People here donate funds to present President Roosevelt with swimming pools. They want to keep him wet, eh? Special radio message from mid-ocean. Garbo Tanks, he come back now and is secretly headed for America. Nobody knows it but the Associated Press. He is traveling on a Swedish boat disguised as a Finnan Hattie. Garbo was signed to meet Clark Gable June the 1st. Hollywood, California. Gable starts training with Strangler Lewis. Walla Walla, Washington. Walla Walla. Conditions improving here, and town is now running on both names.
Jack, can I read one?
Yeah, Mary, go ahead.
Shanghai, China. Jigsaw is very popular here. Everybody is riding around in them.
You mean rickshaws. What's that?
Okay.
Winnipeg, Canada. Spring season starts here with 8 feet of snow. Robin seen flying around wearing earmuffs. New York. Groundhog comes out of hole on first day of spring. Listens to our program and goes back in again. Oh, well, you can't please everybody. King Kong, Africa. Missionaries arrive here and find cannibals wilder than ever. Howard, what are they wild about?
They're wild about the new Chevrolet at $445, the only low-price car with efficient no-draft ventilation.
You said it. NBC Studio, New York. Frank Black and his orchestra will play 2 tickets to Georgia. Okay, Frank. Two Tickets to Georgia, played by Frank Black and his Cotton Club Orchestra. Very good, Frank. Great. Say, Frank, I want to ask you something. You know, after all, I mean, you're a musician. You know music. What do you think? I mean, this is really personal. What do you think of that violin solo I played last Friday on Ladies' Night, you know?
Well, Jack,
Oh, you won't talk, eh?
Well, do you really want me to tell you the truth?
Never mind, Frank. It's a long program. You know, I don't want to go through that. Really.
Oh, Jack.
What is it, Mary? What?
Here's some fan mail you got in answer to your Ladies' Night program last Friday.
Oh, yes. You remember, folks, we had Ladies' Night. Remember last Friday night we got some very lovely wires and letters regarding that program. Here's one I'd like to read. Here's a wire from the Ladies' Tea Club in Dunk Center, Ohio. It says, we thought your Ladies' Night was a complete failure. We sent our husbands out so we could listen into your program, and we weren't even embarrassed. What happened to the farmer's daughter? She's an old lady now. Here's a letter. Here's a letter from Omaha, Nebraska, from a ladies' bridge circle. It says, we heard your program last Friday night. You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time. But this Friday, we're going to bed early. Oh, well, you can't please everybody. Oh, here's one from a man in Lunchwagon, Ohio. It says, congratulations on your ladies' night. Did I enjoy? My wife and I haven't been separated in 20 years. But on your ladies' night, she gave me the night off and $10. And did I enjoy you? Oh, well, you can't please everybody. Thanks, boys. You just heard from the Chevrolet Sextet. And now James Melton, our own Jimmy, 6 feet 2, bless his little heart, will add a little class to this program by singing that popular Irish ballad, Maybe. Thank you, Jack. You're welcome, Jimmy. Say, Jimmy, before you sing, Jimmy, let me ask you one thing. What did you really think? What did you really think of my violin solo last Friday? I can't get anything out of Frank Black. Tell me the truth, Jimmy. What did you really think of it? Huh?
Hold on, Jack. If you must know, I think you're a swell fellow.
Thanks, but my violin solo, Jimmy.
I think you're a gentleman, a scholar. I think you're one of the finest chaps
I
I've
know,
ever met.
Jimmy. My
You're
music,
a fine
though.
comedian with a good gift of gab.
But, Jimmy, what did you think of my violin?
That's what I'm coming to. You've got personality, magnetism, and a fit. But if you can play that fiddle, then my name is Albert Einstein.
Thanks, Albert. Sing, Einstein. What do they know about music? It's not appreciated. Play, Frank.
Remember, look out from your lattice and see. The world is awaiting your bridal. The earth, and the sea. The bright sun before you is gleaming. The jewels of sunlight and and the joy in my heart, oh, my darling, is singing a welcome to you. Deep heart has sent you a ring on your fair hand to tie. Your grief the blue ocean has brought you from lands of orange and vine. Your white veil was woven by fairies from the top of mountain and the view, and they wait for your waking, my darling. This morn that will give you to me. is white with blossoms of May, and true is the heart of the autumn. Who wait for your coming?
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Albert Einstein singing, or Jimmy Melton singing Maybe. And next week he will give you his theory on his relatives. And now tonight, folks, just as we forgot to promise you last week, we are going to offer for the big feature of our program a dramatic play. A play of the gay 90s, not the roaring 40s or the bowering 50s, but the gay 90s, when men wore celluloid collars and girls wore five-piece bathing suits. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to give you our version of that famous Mae West picture, She Done 'Em Wrong. She done 'em wrong, and we're going to do 'em right. Now, the action takes place on the Bowery in New York. The Bowery in those days was equivalent to a punch in the nose, a stolen watch, or both. You have no doubt seen this picture in which Mae West plays the part of a lady known as Lou. Lou was a nice girl, and every man who fell in love with her gave her a diamond. She had 13 sweethearts, which gave her a grand slam in diamonds. Now, the members of our program will play the parts in this show, and Howard Claney will play the parts of the Chevrolet. That you can be sure of. Mary Livingston will take the part of Lou, while I, Jack Benny, the Barrymore of the air, will play the part of Cummings, the mission worker. Our supporting cast includes Mr. Ralph Ash, who will assume the role of Spider, the bartender. Mr. Ash has had many years of stage experience, having been 20 years with the old homestead, 30 years with Habeas Iris Rose, and he will be back in the old homestead after tonight's performance. Our little play will go on immediately after the next number, so pick out a good seat close to your radio. First come, first served. And now Frank Black will play a brand new number called The Grass is Getting Greener All the Time. And who do you think is going to sing the chorus? Give up? Mary Livingston. Are you nervous, Mary?
Uh-huh.
Really? This is the first time you know she'll ever be heard in song over the air. If she ever was heard, rather. Mary, what gives you the courage to sing? Huh?
I heard you play the violin last week.
Yes. What repartee? Play, Frank.
The weather ahead will soon be bright, and I think he's right, 'cause the grass getting greener all the time. And the lovey just said when the roses are red, we'll name the day. And I'm glad to say that the grass getting greener all the time. Is he wonderful? So am I glad that I know. Does he go for me? Well, we're both safe and pothering. With a tweedledum-dee, all the birdies and me. We heard our song, and it won't be long, 'cause the grass getting greener every day.
you nervous? Did you hear it, Ma? I bet Babe is jealous. Yeah. Ah, that was fine, Mary. Oh, Mary.
Miss Livingston to you.
Oh, I see. That's the way they are when they get up in the world. Well, now for our play. We done him right. The opening scene takes place in Spider Webb's bar room on the Bowery in the year 1898. You ready, boys? Everything set? All right, Frank, a little curtain. Hey, wait a minute, Frank. Wait, this is a Mae West play. Wait a minute. Oh, take it again.
Come on, boys. Skip up to the bar and have one on the house. What's it going to be?
One vanilla punch. I'll have a tutti frutti with a fudge chaser.
One tootie coming up. Make it have, Mike.
Make mine a banana split straight.
Sweet
Drunkards. Drunkards, all of them. Yea and verily. Just a lot of forgotten souls. But they can be saved.
I never did like that snooper. The less I see of him around this joint, the better I like it.
Who's he, Spider?
Why, that's Cummings, the guy that runs the mission next door.
Oh, yeah? Well, give me another pineapple crush.
And make mine a beer.
Huh. Not till April 7th.
The scene now changes to Miss Lou's dressing room on the 3rd floor.
Johnny and Johnny were sweethearts. Da 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 dee da da da. Da 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 da. Hello, says we. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You want to speak to Miss Lou? Yes, sir. She's here. Just a minute, I'll call her. Who is it, Belinda? It's that Mr. Cummins from the mission. He wants to speak to you all. Oh, that mission guy, eh? It's about time he called. Hello, dark and handsome. So you finally decided to call me, eh? Well, what's on your mind, big boy? Listen, hon, why don't you come up sometime? I say, why don't you come up sometime? You'll be right over? Okay, sugar. So long. Well, Belinda, take that bucket and bring me my diamond. Miss Lou, you sure is like the Northwest Mountains. You always get your man. Why, Belinda, you have your boyfriend too, haven't you? Just innocent, Andy. How about Kingfish? Sure enough, this is Friday.
Did I write that line?
Da 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 dee da 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 da. Da 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 dee da da. Who is it? I think it's Spider, Miss Lou. I must ask why. Out.
That was me, folks. Mary, stick to your character.
Hello, Lou.
Oh, it's you, Spider.
Listen, Lou, I just heard some bad news.
Phyllis.
Your old sweetheart, Chick Anderson, just broke out of the pen, and he's coming here to get you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and he's plenty sore. You should have gone up to see him, Lou.
So Chick flew the coop, eh?
Yeah, Chick flew the coop.
And the six-cylinder Coupe Chevrolet for $445 is the best buy on the market today.
Howard, this play is bad enough. Stay out of it, will you, please?
I'm just tipping you off to be careful, Lou. Now, let me tell you another thing. There's something screwy about that missionary guy Cummings.
What do you mean?
I mean this. He ain't no missionary guy at all. He's a new chick around here they call the Hawk.
The Hawk? How do you know?
Huh. I saw the picture.
I was with him, folks. He's right, I was with him. We saw the picture.
So that's the Hawk, eh? Well, leave him to me, Spider, and I'll scram. So that missionary guy is the Hawk, eh? Oh, well, he can be a pain. Belinda, you can go if you want to. Thank you, Miss Lou, because I've got to take my little brother to the doctor. He ain't feeling so good. What's the matter? Is he sick, Belinda? Yes, and the Chevrolet is the best six-cylinder car in the low-price field.
Thanks, Cylindra. Here's your $1.
Hey, if you need me next week, I can do Irish, too.
Beat it, will you, please?
I wonder what's keeping that guy coming. What can it be?
I'm coming. I'm coming. My head am bended low.
Come in.
Wait till I knock on the door.
Oh. Come in. Hello, dark and handsome.
Hello, sweet and careless.
Sit down, big boy. I was afraid you weren't coming up. How'd you get away from the mission?
I was missing you, Lou. I tried to stay away, but I couldn't.
Oh, yeah?
It's the truth, Lou. I can't sleep. I don't eat. I can't think. I keep trying to forget you, Lou, but I can't.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you're beautiful, Lou. Your hair is like the golden sunshine. Your eyes shine like the diamonds on your wrist. And your teeth are like pearls. Of course, pearls' teeth are no bargain either, you know. Kiss me, Lou. Kiss me.
Take it easy, Flatfoot. Now get this and get this straight. You ain't putting nothing over on me. You ain't bringing me bracelets. You're bringing me handcuffs. And they ain't no good to me because I sing with gestures.
Well, I'm gesture gigolo. Gesture gigolo. Me singing, folks.
I'm wise to you, big boy. You're the hawk.
Yes, I'm the hawk.
Well, then hawk these diamonds. I gotta get out of town before Chick gets here.
Who is that?
Lou. Chick is on his way up here, and he's toting a gun. You better beat it.
You better get out of here, Tommy, because Chick hates me, too. He'll kill both of us.
No, Lou, no, I can't leave you alone. I'm going to stay here and protect you.
Don't worry about me. I can handle him. Quick, hide in that closet.
All right. Goodbye, Lou.
So long, handsome. Come up again.
I'm in Lou's closet now, folks.
Oh, hello, Jack.
Frank Black, what are you doing here?
Well, believe it or not, Chick hates me, too.
Oh, Mavis, 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 the birds are calling.
Jimmy Nelson, what are you doing here?
I'm Lou's singing teacher, and Chick hates me, too.
My goodness, Chick hates all of us.
But he can't hate the Chevrolet 6, the most dependable car on the road.
Hooray! And next week, folks, from May West to East Lynn, a play of the South.
For the benefit of those who have tuned in late, let me repeat. Starting tomorrow and continuing throughout the month of April as a feature of National Drive a Chevrolet Month, a brand new Chevrolet 6, America's largest selling motor car, will be given away every day absolutely free. 30 days, 30 cars. One car every day. So if you would like to win a new Chevrolet, visit any Chevrolet dealer. Take a trial drive in a new Chevrolet 6. Find out what it means to ride in a big, comfortable Fisher body car. A smooth, speedy, responsive 6. Get acquainted with Fisher no-drop ventilation, the starterator, and other new Chevrolet inventions. Then, after your ride is over, write down on an official entry blank, which you must get from the Chevrolet dealer, your reasons for liking the new Chevrolet 6. And if you're thinking of buying a new Chevrolet right away, you have all the more reason for doing so at once. For if you do buy a Chevrolet between now and the end of the contest, and then win a free car, you have the option of accepting either a free car or cash equivalent to the free car's retail delivered price. So be sure to see your Chevrolet dealer right away and find out how easy it is to win a new Chevrolet 6, absolutely free.
Good night, folks. Good night.